Hello everybody on YouTube and welcome to a brand new Let's Play or playthrough, however you want to call it, happening on this channel. I am your host as always, Aku, and I'm bringing you Densetsu no Starfy. As you pretty much tell from the intro, as you've noticed that this is supposedly a Japanese game, but the text itself from the intro was translated into English, and I can tell you right now a bit of this translation. It is mainly complete. Text-wise, I'm guessing story-wise, as far as I know. I just found this out very recently. I did a couple of takes for this, and it was completely in Japanese, but I found out about how the patch itself was fully translated. Well, not 100% fully translated, but story-wise, it's been translated to English, and that's why I didn't really say anything about the intro here, because it's now pretty much self-explanatory. We all know now what's been going on with here, and well, this stuff like this here is a bit untranslated still. They're still working on it, but the English patch itself is almost complete, but it is public. I'll send a link to the English translation down below. These people did an incredible job. Honestly, I have nothing to do with this at all. I'm just someone that is now trying to play through the game. I have nothing to do with this translation patch in any way, shape, or form. I'm just very happy to know that it is mainly complete, or it's mostly complete. I'll talk more about this game and the series itself as we go forward here. Well, that was quite the awful storm. I lived long young, but that's the first time I've seen a storm so great. It was so harsh that it even caused you to fall down from Puff Top. Overall, it seems that Puff Top is in some sort of trouble. You must return there at once, or so I would like to say. Lately, the seas have become full of dangerous creatures. You don't seem too strong, so what should we do? I know, my friend Herman has always been the wise one. Go and search for him. You can even get used to you moving around while you look. Swim underwater, pressing the arrow keys to follow. Yeah, I know that. The signs set up along the way should help you get in the hang of things. Alrighty then, set off to look for Herman. Well, it looks like... yeah, the hanging of things on land. Oh. Oh yeah, so despite it being mostly complete, they say that there's like a couple of errors going on there, so if it does something like that, don't worry about it. That's just a translation patch, and I'm pretty sure they'll start releasing an updated version, but as far as I know, it is mostly completed, pretty much. Alright, we're getting started on this brand new adventure. So, I guess I may as well talk about a little more about the series itself while we're going through this here. So, Densetsu no Starfy is a series that has been mostly in Japan throughout its lifespan of the series in years and whatever it is, however I can say it. But, what's more? So, there were 3 games in the series on the GBA. This first one, believe it or not, this game started its development back in 1995. It was originally going to be released for the Game Boy, but that ended up being cancelled in favor of doing the development on the GBA, and it was released, I believe, around 2002, if I remember correctly. It was originally supposed to be planned to release in China, but it was cancelled. Also, the reason why it was never localized in the United States until the 5th game, God, I swear I can talk, is because the company felt that it was too Japanese in style, which I think that's pretty much stupid. You know, even as an American myself, I am pretty open to this whole Japanese culture myself, so... But then again, maybe it might be too alienated for whatever reason, not sure why, but okay. Well, it looks like you're getting the hang of things. On land, you can use You can use the directional pad, yeah, to walk around. Have you seen any pearls found? Those are pearls. I just became so repetitive with that. When you collect 5 of them, 1 life point is restored. Now go enter that door across the way. Remember to keep an eye on the Hermit over there. And if you see the floating barrel, you can push it by your turbo swim. Go along now. So pretty much, this game in itself, the best way I can describe is, it even says this on the translation website, as a marine action game. Because technically speaking, this is because, since this is a platformer with swimming elements into it, so that's why they call it. I'm not sure if there's any other games that have this very similar mechanic as Starfy. Not only that, I think I should explain a little more about the series in itself. So there's 5 games in total. The other 4 were left in Japan for reasons that I had said earlier. But it wasn't until, I believe, when Starfy became an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and for some reason that might have brought some kind of promotion of him, and that's when the Legendary Starfy, which is for the DS, that released in 2009, which I would love to get into at some point. As soon as if I get to do and finish the other 4 series of games. So yeah. But all I could tell you is that the one time it was localized and didn't sell very good. So the series in itself has remained to be very, well, overlooked for the most part. I'm pretty sure I'll talk a little more about that as we get to the 5th game at some point. And here we go. Hey, wait a second. Please listen, I need some help. Won't you help me out? My house has gone missing, so I'm in a bit of a jam. I've been using this thing instead, but it's not my style at all. Please search around here for my house. So yeah, pretty much we gotta help him out. And not only that, this is actually the first time, I'm hoping that this might be the first time, someone does a playthrough of this game being translated, and I'm pretty sure anyone does it after me will probably have an even better translation when the updated patch comes out. This is considered to be an updated, but I'm pretty sure the updated one after this, whenever that comes around, or a finalized version, will come out. So first off, we have a kettle here. Let's see if this is his. Or not. Oh, you found something? That's awesome. Oh, isn't that a kettle? That's not it. My home is way cooler looking than that. Perhaps it drifts a little further away from here. I know, take this key. If you take it to the door with a keyhole, you can open it up. I hope you're good at jumping, otherwise you might have some trouble on the other side. Don't forget to use... yeah. Yep, don't need to read that. Alright, so... that could be his shell, or not. Nice to meet you, Starfy. Because of that terrible storm, you fell down into the ocean. Poor thing. During your adventure, I can save your progress for you. Just touch my shell and your game will be saved. Then no matter what happens, you can restart from the last shell you visited. I have friends all over, so keep an eye out for shells that look like mine. Oh, and if you want to quit playing, when you're not near the save point, just press the start button, and while the game is paused, turn off the power. Okay. Alright, so we save the game, and let's push this barrel because I did saw a shell. Let's collect some pearls here. So yeah, pretty much what the old man said. If you collect 5 shells, if you take damage and you collect 5 pearls, you'll restore your health, pretty much. You found a tusk shell. It's quite stylish, although a little slender. Starfy takes the tusk shell with him. This could be the shell, or not. He'll probably say it's too small. Oh, you're back! Far out. Let's see what you have. Close but not quite. It's way too narrow for me. Where could my shell have gone to? Wait a second. There's still a place you haven't checked. But unfortunately, there are some rocks blocking the path. I wonder if maybe you tried spinning into them. It might clear them away. Yeah, how about giving your star spin a try? Press B to perform a star spin. You can use it to deal with both blocks and enemies. From now on, when you see a baddie, use your star spin to take care of them. But be careful, if you use it too much too quickly, you'll get dizzy for a little while. If that happens, press the directional buttons repeatedly and you'll be back to normal in no time. Alrighty, so we can just break through here. Beat the shit out of enemies with it too. And here's the shell. You found a pretty shell? It's very beautiful. Starfy takes the pretty shell with him. Oof. Okay. I guess I can't really get to there yet. That's fine. Far out, that's the one. What a beauty this shell is. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put it on right now. Here I go. Now that's more like it. I'm back to my groovy self again. So let's get back to business. I heard about you from Old Man Lobber. You're the Prince of Puff Top, Starfy. You somehow fell down from way up there, hmm? Be sure to use the star spin technique I taught you on your adventure. You'll need it. Alright, let's get out of here and head for Coral Reef. Together with Herman, Starfy heads to the Coral Reef. Now the adventure truly begins. And that's a level we completed. Oof. Boy, wonder what that character was. Wink. Wink. Alrighty, an assuring friend arrives to help Starfy on the adventure. Hey, wait a second, please listen. I got some information for you. I'm going to teach you a secret about your star spin. Have you tried taking out a bunch of enemies in a row? If you do, pearls will appear. It's a great way to rack up a bunch of them in a flash. Cool trick, huh? Also, I have a request for you. You've got to help my friend. Some baddies chased him off to somewhere around here. Oh, look up there, Starfy. It's one of those guys. Try to follow him. Yeah, pretty much we're gonna have to follow this fish. Also, let's see. Okay then, there's nothing there yet. Oof, shit. There we go. And I restore my health. Alright. I think we're supposed to go in here. There we go. And I'm not leaving one enemy up behind. Screw that. Alright, so we gotta follow that fish and we gotta pretty much save a friend. Nope, that's not it. That's the second to last, if I remember correctly. I did a bit of a test here, so I should be fine here. Not only that, I think honestly this is kind of like my, this is like my 4th time testing this, or doing an attempt for a first episode, I'll be honest here. Or my first session, supposedly the first session. Believe it or not, I'll try to go around 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, give and take, and see how... Give and take how long this would take, or how much progress I'll do at this time. Whew! Safe for now? Wait, who's there? Where did you come from? And darn, there were too many of those guys. I thought I'd be able to handle them. And man, I didn't have the chance to say what I wanted. Some goo kidnapped Ruby, my one and only love. Darn it, I was caught off guard. Oh, I remember this. Oh, Ruby, today you're looking as pretty as ever. Is that so? Thank you. Anyway, there's something important you wanted to discuss? Yoink. What nice weather we're having. Oh, look at that conch cutie. And look at the conch sap she's with. What a conch waste. Well then, perhaps I'll make her my own conch bride. What actually, you know, Ruby, I want to say that I love... Hey! Help me! Oh, my cutie, you're all conch mine now. No need to conch worry. Oh god, how much longer am I gonna say that? Hey, come back here! What are you doing with Ruby? Give her back! Hey, that guy looks tasty. I guess we'll be eating some clam tonight. Sounds delicious. Alright then, let's get him. And that's what happened. Man, even thinking about it now is totally painful. Ah, but now your help. But now you'll help me her back, or get her back. Oh god, the translation. You seem to have some free time. What's that you say? But you seem totally free. You're trying to get back to Puff Top, then, eh? Well, don't worry about that later. Or after. First, we gotta focus on getting Ruby back. Alright then, it's decided. I'll go on ahead. I wouldn't want y'all slowing me down. And don't go wandering off. Don't go wandering off. Shit, I swear I can read. Oh god. I am so sorry. I'm guessing there's still a little bit of translation errors. If I happen to fall for this sort of thing, I apologize. Oh god. But for the most part though, most of the dialogue, they seem to do a pretty good job. I think that they did say that they needed to fix some of the errors a little bit, and I think already I've seen like twice already, but I'm sure that gets fixed, patched up later on, which I'm pretty sure. I can't really blame them, and you know, I may not be a translator myself, but I'm pretty sure how much it really takes a lot of time and dedication to oh, I don't know, do the actual translation into English. Trust me, it's not easy to translate from Japanese to English. And not only that, another thing I want to say too, some of the main characters do tend to have their own Japanese names. Now, I don't know what's the Japanese name for Mo. I always recognize Mo as Mo because of the Legendary Starfy, but I know that he has another name, and that's usually is what he's referred to in Japanese. But since because this is they meant to do like the translation, so they wanted to give off more of his English name. And I'm pretty sure that that applies to other characters as well. And that's all I can pretty much say for that for now. Hey, wait a second. I've got something to say. Thanks a ton for rescuing Mo from those guys. But aside from that, a kettle and test shell have clogged the waterway. Sorry about that. Without the water flowing normally, there are some places you can't pass. So search out the blockage and destroy it with your star spin. Oh, and if you ever need any advice, just ask Mo. Sometimes you may see his eyes peeking out of from the ground. If so, just give that area a whirl with your star spin. Mo is actually a really nice guy, so be sure to keep an eye out for him. Alrighty then. There's a door there, and there we go. Let's break up some... Let's get some pearls and collect as many as we can. Alright. Let's switch up the area here because sometimes some places are blocked off unless you go to some other spot first. Oh, shit. Alright, no. That's not gonna work. Shit. I'm actually surprised I get the glide early on. Usually I get... normally, like, as far as I remember with the series, you kind of get this a little bit later on. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think we were supposed to just do that. There we go. There we go. Needed that. Oop. No. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so you're kind of technically stuck with 5 lives. And that's all you're gonna get, so do try to be careful not to get hit too many times. Though I'm not too sure about the difficulty of this game in general, but still, just be very careful. I'm pretty sure, you know, maybe later on in different levels, it might get a little bit tougher. Who knows?